So pour me a beer and make it strong. One for the night time.
And welcome back into the Beers and Ball Show. My name is Eddie. I'm joined
My
by
name is
Tanner.
Tanner.
And Tanner, thank you for joining. We just talked the other day. We talked about your Carolina Panthers. Now we're going to be talking about the rest of the entire NFL, and we're going to do ourselves a little bit of a mock draft. But first, how the hell are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. I hope you are. I know we spoke a little bit earlier, but I'm ready to get it in.
Ready to go.
Let's
go.
get it.
So before we begin, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Over here on YouTube, we are doing a giveaway. You know, and I kind of upped it. Maybe we'll do a little jersey giveaway. If you come on over to the Beers and Ball Show YouTube, once we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be figuring out something there. So make sure you want to over there. And from our wonderful people on TikTok, if you want to see your comments pop up on the screen, you got to come over here to YouTube. We'll definitely be checking out your comments as we go from there. And Tanner, I don't know if you have a beer today, but I got some beer, and I'm going to cheer some beer. Cheers.
Ready to go, brother. Let's get it.
All right. So let's, as we kind of go around the NFL today, let's first look at probably the West Coast. You know, let's start with the San Francisco 49ers. Is there anything that you saw that they did well this offseason? They definitely got Mike Evans. How do you feel about the Niners offseason program thus far?
I've liked what they've done, to be honest with you. I mean, they haven't gone crazy. Obviously, you know, they haven't been a big name going and circling, but I think that Mike Evans pull was a really nice one. That's it kind of flew under the table or under the radar to a lot of people. I haven't heard many people talking about it as much as they probably should be. We saw what that 49ers team could do last season, and the biggest win of last year for them was keeping Christian McCaffrey healthy, and he had a hell of a year for himself coming off injury,
which is so good to see.
We saw how much their receiving core was lacking with Ayuk and that whole situation that's going down. And I don't know if they've fully figured out what they're doing with Ayuk, but getting Mike Evans is telling them, hey, one monkey don't stop the show, so we're going to have to keep it on rolling. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know what their plan is there for Brandon Ayuk. They gave him all that money to what? And then he backs out.
He's been acting crazy.
But Mike Evans, they got that practice field over there. They get hurt because it's near that wherever that factory is over there. So they tend to get a little hurt sometimes over there in San Francisco. But overall, they got to get rid of. I think they're going to get rid of Trent Williams. So maybe left tackle is going to be at the top of their priority list for the draft.
Yeah, I could definitely see them going for the big guys there because, you know, who knows what they're going to be doing with Ayuk. I don't know. They honestly need to just cut him. I don't think he'll be able to play for anybody else. I mean, I'm sure he'll probably find a home, but I don't know how you can trust that guy after what he did. So, I mean, I say you go with the big guys, you protect your assets, and you try to keep Mike Evans healthy. And honestly, shout out because now I don't have to deal with him no more. He's y'all's problem. We don't need him. We'll see y'all around playoff time. You know what I mean?
Sure. And let's stay in California, go up to Los Angeles with the Rams. Let's start with the Rams there. I mean, a lot of teams have been saying they won free agency, but I don't know if anybody won the offseason better than the Los Angeles Rams did. They brought in 2 stud corners, and they still have everybody on their roster, and they have 2 first-round picks. They still have one. I think they gave away one of their first-round picks.
They gave one.
But they're just continuing to stack talent on talent, and it's impressive.
Yeah, and it's a scary thing whenever you've got Matthew Stafford playing the type of ball that he is, you know, and they're going to keep Devontae, I'm sure. They've got Puka on the rise. That's a young team, and they're really going to show it, especially with the veteran like Stafford, especially because he won MVP, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, you know, he's coming off a crazy year.
Nobody remembers that.
Yeah,
I was having a conversation last night. I couldn't remember who won the MVP this past year.
Right.
It was Matt Stafford.
But you know what's funny is throughout the year, whenever the Rams were doing really well and they were a contender, and they were revered as one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best team in the NFL at one point, everybody forgot how in the offseason they were thinking about getting rid of old Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to talk about that then,
With
right? Now they're like,
shoulder.
whatever. Yeah. I mean, he's got those issues. He's got those scars, but he definitely showed that he can still run with the best of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then now let's, move over to the Chargers. they're going to get their offensive lineman back, and I think that's the biggest hurdle that they got. They're going to get both their Tack Slater and Joe Alt back, and I think just getting those guys back is a good enough off season for the Chargers. Can't really think of anything else that they've done that's big. If anybody in the chat, if there is
Any
team that we
Chargers
bring up,
fans or anything?
yeah, if there's a team we bring up and maybe we're missing on one of the key moves, please let us know. Just so we can stay as accurate as possible. But there's nothing that comes to mind. They brought back Khalil Mack. They re-signed him for another year. I mean, he's a 10-sack guy.
That's a nice, but more than that, that's a nice locker room presence. You know what I mean? And something that I always find intriguing is how teams move through the offseason whenever you have these guys that are getting up in age. They can't produce how they would before, but that locker room presence and that veteran mindset is massive, especially whenever you try to go deep in the league.
Yeah. And I think that's all of our California teams, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's move over then to Arizona. New head coach in Arizona. We got a TikTok comment from HA. Said Chargers need offensive line. Yeah, they're getting their 2 right tackles back.
Yeah, couldn't agree
or
more.
there are 2 tackles, and Joe Alt and Slater are back. If they could just stay healthy, I mean, this offense was damn good. It was a damn good Chargers team if they could just stay healthy.
I mean, hey, Herbert was playing MVP caliber early in the year.
Went down to Brazil and whooped Pat Mahomes' ass.
Hey, he had that Madison Beer effect. You know what I mean? Shout out Beers and Ball. You know what I'm saying?
There's something. Yeah, you know what? You just earned you one of these here. You earned you a round of applause for that one there, Tanner. But the Arizona Cardinals, they're giving everybody away. It appears they got my coach's brother, Mike LaFleur. I think he might be a little premature to him getting his head coaching job. He's been on a lot of staffs, but I think that LaFleur name and style maybe really helped push him to get that job there. But obviously Jonathan Gannon leaving, he was the former head coach. And I think the Chargers are the Cardinals, I apologize, are definitely just playing for next year's draft.
Man, they are going full on rebuild mode. And honestly, I mean, one thing I do want to pick your brain about, and we haven't talked about this off camera either. How do you feel about the whole Kyler Murray situation? Because personally, I like him. I do like Kyler Murray. I like me some of him. I forget where he's gone, if he's gotten signed.
Minnesota.
He's in Minnesota.
Yep.
I like it. Like I like that a lot. I think he's definitely going to start. But I think when he's healthy and when he's locked in, I mean, he's a force. I just don't think it ever fully clicked for him in Arizona for whatever reason. I mean, he's definitely got some talent.
His play was ebbs and flows. He would seem to play at a really high level. I mean, you look back at that 21 year, the Cardinals with Kyler Murray were 9-0, and then
they were,
and then the Packers beat them on Thursday Night Football and kind of just ruined them for the next few years. We got my guy CEO is in the building. He says, "What team does Tanner like?"
I love the Carolina Panthers, aka the best team in the NFC South. You know what I mean?
And then we got my guy Ethan Davis here. Hey, hello. Hope y'all are doing good today. We're doing great. We're doing better now that you're here, Ethan. We're doing better now that you're here. So they're taking Kyler Murray. I think with Kevin O'Connell, I think he's going to be pretty well, which just gives me more problems in the NFC North. Like I don't have enough already. I will take some more problems.
Hey, Micah's going to handle that for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, he'll run his little ass down.
Yeah, he'll run it down.
I really just feel good for Justin Jefferson. He's finally getting a quarterback to throw him the damn ball.
Not to mention, as much as JJ wants to run around and stuff, I think Kyler Murray, sitting there and being able to study him and see how he does more so than what he probably tried to learn from Sam Darnold the year before. I mean, they're just complete polar opposites in their play style. I think that this will definitely help elevate JJ because I have not given up on that boy. Yeah. I have not given up on him. I will go on record as many times as I have to. Last season was really rough.
Sure.
it was the worst of times all the way through. But as long as he doesn't call himself 9 anymore, I think he can be a top 10 quarterback. You know what I mean? Someday.
Yeah, that's a stretch,
Someday, man. I think you see the grit. I see him going on a run similar to Baker.
And
He's
this
got
thing
that
is
same
it's
type
not
of grit
even
like Baker.
this is not even me being a biased ass Packers fan in no shape, way, or form. No, it would take a modern day miracle for JJ McCarthy to come close to a top 10 quarterback. Yeah, that's the worst take you've had in your entire life.
Let me guess. You weren't high on him out of college either, were you?
The dude didn't throw the ball. I mean, he had elite level handoffs. He didn't throw the ball.
All right. We'll see. We'll see. Listen, we gonna spin back, and then everybody in this chat right now is gonna be like, "I thought you was crazy, bro."
Oh, crazy. CEO said you're a Raiders fan.
A Raiders fan?
CEO's my guy. He's the top tier troller, and on the TikToks, he's a moderator for a reason. He brings the good trolls. So let's hit up Seattle, defending champs, and they must. I think they must just still be enjoying the offseason, and then they gave Jackson Smith and Jigba $165 million. Wow. And the way they broke it up too is he's getting paid his first 2 years. He's making like $115 million the first 2 years of his contract. Like when that money kicks in, it's ridiculous. What do you think of it when you saw JSN get signed?
I mean, I think first of all, I think you need to give his agent the round of applause.
I mean,
real quick, because I mean, what a hell of a deal. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean, I'm always very reserved and very tedious on giving these receivers or like skill position players these contracts other than like a quarterback, just because I mean, as much as I see JSN as one of the top guys,
yeah.
So like he's one of those guys that's such like a, and this might just be me being ignorant because we don't play them as whenever you're naming off like your top 5 in the receiver category, you're probably not mentioning JSN until the very end of it. So to put him above everybody else, I mean, that just completely reset the market. So
yeah, and that's the thing though. That's what I've come around to is like, just because you're the highest paid at the position doesn't make you the best. It just makes you the next up. Because I know Justin Jefferson, Justin Jefferson's gonna get $200 million. If Jackson Smith and Jigba is getting 168 or 5, Jay Jettas is getting $200 million.
Well, didn't Jettas already re-sign though? Like
no, if my math is right, he's got like a year or 2 left on his deal.
Interesting. Do you see him if his contract is up in the next year or 2? Do you see him staying in Minnesota or leaving?
I don't know. It depends if they can. Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $140 million extension in Minnesota in 2024.
Okay, so he's locked.
So he's locked in through 28. So yeah, he's got 2 years left on his deal.
The only reason I could see him staying is because I don't see another franchise. I mean, there's definitely franchises that would have the money to spend on it, but 200 mil is crazy.
Well, the cap is going to go. Well, I'll tell you about the cap after we hit up Ethan Davis here with another great comment. I'm a Titans fan, but I think I like watching pretty much any team do good except for the Chiefs. I'm in there with you. They're boring. It's just I've seen it enough. It's like if you have to watch the same movie once a week for 4 months, you're going to start hating that movie. Because they play on, they get like 12 primetime games, it feels like. So it's like water. I'm like getting waterboarded by Chris Collinsworth and Pat Mahomes on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, I think unfortunately,
appreciate you, Ethan.
Ever since the whole Taylor Swift thing, you know what I mean? Like, they've just been force feeding us the Chiefs on primetime as many times as they can. You know, it's not like Taylor was around much last season, anyways. We saw how that season went for him as well. I think they've made some good additions. I mean, I know we'll get to the Chiefs, but I feel like the Chiefs have been a little active, and I don't I don't know. I could see them getting right back into what they were doing before, very easily. But
Yeah, they're in a weird spot. Small guy CEO said Jefferson on the Titans would go crazy, and
that would be nuts.
he'd actually have a quarterback to throw him the ball. A quarterback over 6'1".
Yeah.
But to finish up Seattle, they lost they lost Tariq Woolen, they lost Kobe Bryant, they lost an edge rusher. But that's typical of Super Bowl teams, you know. They're going
100%.
to they're gonna go get paid somewhere. You know, it's life like that.
And it's funny, even though you got Kenneth Walker who got Super Bowl MVP and just had an absolute breakout. I don't see that hurting Seattle that much next season.
No,
I really
they got
don't,
my
because
guy
I
Emmanuel
think
Wilson.
not even just that though. Charbonnet.
Yeah, he tore his ACL, tore his knee up.
Yeah.
He did one of the two things where
He was messed up pretty badly, but I mean beforehand, it wasn't even like Kenneth Walker was really getting the most touches because Charbonnet was stealing that from him.
Well, Kenneth Walker,
100%.
yeah, he had motion in Seattle. Now let's hit up the Raiders, the big spenders
Let's talk
over
about
there
it.
in Las Vegas. You know, thought they were getting 2 first-round picks from Max Crosby. Baltimore said, "Nah, never mind." But before that, then they spent $100 million in free agency. Brought in the best center available, Tyler Lindenbaum. Brought in Quay Walker, former Packer legend. They brought in Nakobe Dean.
They brought in Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, no, he went to the Ravens.
No, I thought they got him.
No.
No? Oh,
No,
no, because the Raiders were giving him up. You're right.
Yeah.
And the Ravens still went ahead and got Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
You're right,
We'll
right.
fill that. We'll fill in there
talk
with
about
that. But then he came swooping back to the Raiders, so they spent $100 million, and they got Max Crosby back, and the first overall pick in the draft, where they're most likely going to take Mendoza, who I don't know. Maybe I'm just on the outside looking in about Mendoza, but I just don't see it as because there's levels to it. And of course, there's never going to be great talent in every single draft. But the Raiders' first overall pick is going to be Fernando Mendoza. 2 years ago, the Bears had Caleb Williams. Those, to me, are two different levels of number 1 overall pick quarterbacks. And I just think if you're not getting a potential lifer at quarterback, it's hard to take a quarterback there because he's just going to be mediocre. There's nothing over the top special about Fernando Mendoza that you could see him being there when you could get another guy that's going to be with you for the next 15 years and then catch up on quarterback because you're going to suck anyway, right? So you already know you're going to suck.
Yeah.
Chances are you get the first round pick again, if not a top 5 pick next year. I just wouldn't waste the best opportunity to get the best player available and waste it on Fernando Mendoza. And I feel the same way about Ty Simpson too. The top 2 quarterbacks. It's just there's nothing sustaining greatness, in my opinion, with Mendoza.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with you there. I just don't think that will stop what's going to happen because the NFL is just so accustomed to. I mean, listen, whenever you have a quarterback problem, it might not be the shiniest car in the lot, but it's just a matter of when you get that first pick in the draft and you got to see where it lies. And then whoever the best available quarterback is, you're going to go grab him. And then we see it every single year. There's so many of these top players that fall a little bit deeper in the draft that really should be going top 5 over these quarterbacks. But these quarterbacks are sneaking in because these teams just like they panic and they feel like they have to secure the quarterback, which I mean, I get it. That's the most important position on your team. But like at some extent, man, I mean, you would really put the pressure on these quarterbacks coming out to really push themselves even harder in college, rather than just being like, oh, well, I don't really have that much competition this year. You know what I mean? I mean, look at how light this draft really is on the quarterback side. It's like,
It's not.
I
It's
don't know.
not. It's not anything great. Now let's move
No.
down towards the Midwest. Let's go to Kansas City. You know, Pat Mahomes comment. I mean, that's got to be the number one topic in Kansas City right now is what Pat Mahomes are you getting back, because his ACL injury was not a pretty one.
No.
It was multiple ligaments, immediate surgery. I saw him the other day. I saw a video of him the other day, kind of, doing a little drop back off a back foot throw. Looked promising. But this could be one of those things because, I mean, what's Pat Mahomes now? 30? Maybe 31? He's been in the league for over 10 years, right? 8 years he's been in the league.
Let me see. I don't know. I mean, I feel like as far as preparation goes, I feel like Pat Mahomes is in one of the top echelons of that and investing in himself.
Sure.
I think that he's going to come back as best as he can.
And I just think too with the ACL injuries,
bro.
Yeah, could be. He could be, because I don't know what else. I mean, they brought Travis Kelce back on a 3-year deal, which he's probably only going to play one because
Pat Mahomes is 30 years old, by the
30
way.
years old.
He's 30 years old.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
he'll
not
be
worried
just
about
fine,
that.
man. I think at the end of the day, and you can tell me if it's a hot take, I think that once Pat Mahomes comes back in whatever regard that is, obviously, as long as he can still play, knowing the type of player that he is and what we've seen, whether we don't like it because it's just like missionary all the time, he's still the best quarterback in the league, and we can't contest that right now. I mean, at the end of the day, what he is able to do, I want Pat Mahomes over anybody.
Oh, I'm sure that he has the achievements to do it.
Yeah, he's got the resume. He's got the
resume's
pedigree.
there. Yeah,
he's become the standard, and I think that him coming back is going to be huge.
Sure.
And I think he's going to come back pissed off. I think that whole team is going to be pissed off coming back in next year.
Yeah, it was just such a disappointing year for them last year.
Such a bad year, man. It just felt like they just couldn't keep it rolling whatsoever, no matter what they did. It was one step forward, 2 steps back every way they turned.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So there's the Chiefs. Now going down to the state of Texas, let's start with Houston. CJ Stroud and the boys. It seems they may have built up their offensive line the best they can so far.
Mhm.
Any other transactions on the top of your mind that they did that was, worth anything in your mind?
None for me, honestly. I mean, who do they really even get? I mean, I need to look
They
it up.
brought in Reed Blankenship. They brought in guard White Teller. Oh, he's older than dirt. Dominique Robinson, along with they also traded for David Montgomery. So I don't know how much stock you put in David Montgomery. I don't put a lot in. I mean, he's a touchdown stealer. I like to call him a touchdown stealer.
100%. 100%. I mean, frick, man. How old is frickin' David Montgomery at this point? And he's coming up, and that injury,
33.
that injury, man, he's not been able to stay healthy like that. And I think it worked out well for him in Detroit because at the end of the day, we know who top dog is over there. It's Jameer, and it's very clear. But with that being said, they played off of each other so well, and you could tell with the chemistry there. I mean, it was perfect. But that being said, I mean, I think that he's going to be good. I don't see him coming back and just being great. I don't see that as a great pickup. I see it as, look, you're doing what you're doing. I understand, but like, whatever, man. Because didn't they got rid of they had Joe Mixon and they had Nick Chubb right last year.
Yep, Joe Mixon is out.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's gone after the generational year that he had for himself the year before.
Buddy.
Isn't it crazy how somebody can be so good and then one off season changes it all? Now, granted, he was hurt for most of it, but it's like, especially in the running back category, man, it's what have you done for me lately?
In the biggest way.
What have you done for me lately? Because if you are not healthy, then I'm sorry. I'm going to get whoever else can take this pill and take it to the crib. I don't care. And so them even going after having Joe Mixon, he was hurt, which he's healthy now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's healthy now. Where did he go? Do you know?
Joe Mixon, I don't know if he signed anywhere yet.
See, and he was older. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
He was older. But at the end of the day, you have Joe Mixon who had the season that he did season before last. He was hurt, couldn't get back on the field, right? I mean, I'm sure everybody else can agree. I mean, I stashed him in my fantasy league. You know, I
Yeah.
was expecting big things from him, and then he never seemed to come back. And that being said, it's like now he's healthy, and you're going to go ahead and get David Montgomery off of injury because he's been in the bright lights with Jahmyr Gibbs. Very interested to see how that works out for him.
Yeah, the big news is for the Texans is they get Tank Dell back, which I think is going to be
Yes.
very big. And of course, they're going to have Nico Collins as well, which I think is big
Massive.
for them. And they get Tank Dell back finally. So I think that's
That's big.
great for them.
That's big.
Let's move over to the other team in the state of Texas, the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, they traded for Sean Gary, gave him some sort of deal. They signed safety Jalen Thompson, and some other key additions. They got a defensive tackle, but that was about it for the America's team.
Yeah, but the big thing that they did, they reworked George Pickens.
They gave him. They tagged him. They gave him.
They tagged him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's getting guaranteed money, so
Yeah, but I'm still shocked because I honestly thought that they were gonna have to end up letting him go.
No, they're gonna figure because what Jerry Jones is banking on is that this new TV deal that's getting ready to come into play is gonna gain the cap space by $1 trillion, and he's gonna have plenty of money. And that's the reason why I think the Seahawks gave Jackson Smith and Jigba that contract as well, is they're banking on the cap continuing to go up. And they can give George the money now, and once the TV deal gets done, they can forecast approximately. They're usually pretty damn good, like spot on, what the cap is going to be the next year, so they can borrow money from the future to be able to get that kind of deal done. But outside of that, I mean,
they haven't done much.
They haven't done much. They got a lot of problems to solve in the draft. Good thing is I think they still have 2 first-round picks this year. I know they traded one away maybe for Quinnen Williams. I just don't remember which one it was. But let's move over to the next team. Let's go to the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Big Bob Saleh coming in to Nashville. Right, they got Cam Ward still. And let's just go down the litany of listing that they brought in. Let's just see. So they brought in Wan'Dale Robinson. They brought in John Franklin Myers. They brought in Alontae Taylor. I mean, that's just between those 3 guys. If they got paid out their entire money, that's $200 million right there. If they play their whole contract. Then Cordell Flute, Jermaine Johnson, Mitch Trubisky, Daniel Bellinger, and then Tommy Townsend. That was they opened the checkbook.
They are tired of losing.
Yeah, and the people that they lost, insignificant.
100%.
And they still have $51 million to play with. There's just nobody that's worth paying $51 million worth of players in free agency right now, but there's going to be some key re-signings coming up that'll really help them. I would love to get Ethan's whenever the next time Ethan comes in, or if he chats in, what he thinks the Titans did in their free agency this year.
I did want to ask you though. I mean, as far as the Max Crosby thing goes, do you feel like he's stuck there, or do you think that they're still going to try?
No, my thing is, I think he never wanted to leave, but the opportunity to leave was brought to him, and I think it maybe excited him about playing in a new place, playing with Lamar Jackson, playing with Derrick Henry. I mean, that kind of gets exciting. But if you listen to him talk about that situation, he's a true Raider, bro. Yeah, when he said when he was in Baltimore, I mean, this could just be BS. For all we know, because the trade nullified, is saying like, "Oh, something felt off in the building. I was super excited, but now something felt off and a weird aura behind it." So I mean, I get it. But I think he's a Raider for life. But what do the win totals for the Tennessee Titans, I think I saw, was 4.5, or it might have been 6.5. Let's go with 6.5. If it's 6.5, are you taking the over on their win loss? Are they getting 7 wins or more?
I'd say 7 or less, to be honest with you.
7 or less.
I still think. I mean, I do like that they were as busy as they were in the draft, but I still think that they've got a little bit of a ways to go.
Here we go. Ethan chiming in here, Tanner. I think the Titans have done a good job with free agency. I feel like our bigger problems have to do with ownership, but that's just my opinion. Okay. I would like. Can you the next time you chat and give us a little insight what you think about ownership?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Just what your thoughts are, because I don't know a lot about the Tennessee Titans ownership. But you let what's going on at Nissan Stadium in good old Nashville,
Eddie,
Tennessee.
Eddie, since you ain't got to worry too much about the whole ownership debacle, I'll go ahead and step in. I know firsthand with my boy David Tepper how a bad owner or bad ownership can really affect the team. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, brother.
All right, so I think we covered them. Who we met? Jack. Let's go to Jacksonville. Fuck, let's just keep jumping around here. I know we're probably missing a few teams in between.
Yeah.
Go down to Jacksonville. They let a lot of guys go, and one of the guys they let go was Devin Lloyd, that came over to your Carolina Panthers. Let's see.
Love it.
Because what it was is, the GM, right? He basically said that he is worried. He's more worried about comp picks and getting the comp picks back for the next year and building from there. So who they lost, the 2 big stars they lost is Travis Etienne. Excuse me. Went to the Saints, and then linebacker Devin Lloyd, obviously, to your Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And they really didn't bring anybody back. I mean, Chris Rodriguez they brought back, Montaric Brown. They didn't do anything. They just stood exactly where they wanted to be. And it's a weird strategy because it is something that you might worry about, is caring more about comp picks next year instead of winning right now, especially when they had the Buffalo Bills on the ropes in that playoff game in Jacksonville. You got to think, isn't this the window now to try and bring in talent?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they put so much into Travis Hunter
They
last season, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts were on how Travis performed before he was ultimately, hurt.
Fine is what my answer.
It was to me as far as, I mean, it was very intriguing the whole offseason. I really did want to see how they were going to use him. I hated that he got hurt. I feel like he was definitely showing better flashes as a receiver, though,
Sure.
Which was interesting to me because I felt like he was going to be more of a corner. But that being said, I mean, I feel like Jacksonville has got a little bit of confidence that they can contend or that they can put up that a fight. Losing Etienne, I wasn't really mad at them for doing that, just because, I mean, Etienne, he played his way the first couple weeks into another job. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But last season, he was non-existent. The season, season before is what I'm going to say. I'm going to just act like we're still in last season. Season before, he wasn't doing nothing. And what's his name? Tank Bigsby. He was the one that stole the show.
Then he got traded to the Eagles.
Yeah, and then he got traded. It's just like right now, I mean, I think they've got a lot of faith in Trevor Lawrence, obviously. I'm very surprised that they haven't done more. I mean, you lose a guy like Devin Lloyd. I mean, that's going to hurt you.
That's a heartbeat right there. And to get right back to the Titans for Ethan here, ownership doesn't seem to know how to make the right decisions. It was heavily disagreed when they let Vrabel, when he was let go, and up till now, they had nobody to even try and replace him with. Yes, Ethan, I agree with you 1,000%. It was, as soon as they decided to make that decision, it was like Tennessee is going down the wrong path. I mean, they are straying as humanly possible, as far away from winning football games. And geez, Robert Saleh. Now you just replaced the same style of coaching with Mike Vrabel and Robert Saleh. So why don't they just come out and say, "Hey, we made a mistake. Let's have a little bit of a hand up accountability. Why don't we?" The ownership comes in. They say, "Hey, look, to all of our Titans fans out there, hey, this one's on us. We
You're
made
asking
that
for
mistake."
a lot there.
I
Accountability does
I
not
know.
come around often in the NFL. Brother.
I know.
It does not.
But we can all have hope, man. We can have a little hope. All right, let's keep it in the state of Florida. Let's go down to the Miami Dolphins. Talk about a team that's, $170 million in dead cap.
My goodness
Woo!
gracious.
Woo! But they did bring in some guys. So let's start with, they did a whole overturn. They flipped a big old page over, and they brought in Packers executive John Eric Sullivan and to be their general manager. And they also brought in Packers former DC Jeff Hafley to be their head coach. And they also brought in Packers backup quarterback Malik Willis into the fold. So they gave Malik Willis, he's getting his second opportunity to be a starting quarterback. He deserves it. He is certainly not a top 15 quarterback by any means, because I think Matt LaFleur put him in really, really good spots to succeed. But at least he's getting himself another opportunity, and that's all you can ask for. And it couldn't have come to a better guy. So I love it for Malik Willis. I love it for Jeff Hafley. I love it for John Eric Sullivan. And they traded away Jalen Waddle.
And who else did they lose?
Tyreek Hill. They released Tyreek Hill. They also did not bring back Bradley Chubb. And, of course, Jalen Phillips was traded last year. So all of their key pieces are gone.
Which is so crazy because, they were contenders.
I would never call them that.
I feel like they were, though. I mean, they were looking really good a couple seasons ago. They really were, and they were in those playoffs. But then Tua was hurt, and he was throwing up gang signs and everything. And then guess what? It was over. And so it's just crazy because they had a strong team. They had Jalen Phillips, they had Jalen Ramsey over on the other side as well. I mean, they had some good pieces, and then they had Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I mean, they had
Fitzpatrick.
Dude, and then you mix that with A-Chain, and it's like they have these pieces, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what?
Get them out.
It ain't working. Bye-bye. Like, you know what I mean? Which, I mean, I don't know, man. It's sad to see.
Ethan again says, I'm not a big fan of the Patriots, but I was really wanting Vrabel to have a great coaching season because of circumstances. And for one, we gotta give Ethan a little bit of a round of applause. That's the right way to think about it. That's the absolute right way to think about it, because Vrabel didn't want to leave. He didn't suck enough for you to leave. It was just he only played the hand that was dealt. So I applaud you on your the way you look at that. I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely. It'd be so easy to just, like the common fan will just cuss out their players for doing good and they don't want to see them succeed. But, the true fans do know that you can still be just as much of a fan and not like how something was dealt, and with my Panthers, I mean, I've seen it time and time and time again, but we all see it. We get attached to these players, and then it's good to see them succeed elsewhere if they can't succeed where they started. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So. Let's see here. So let's stick in the state of Florida. Let's move over to your rival. The oh shoot, I shouldn't have that up. Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost Mike Evans. He's gone. All right.
Pop champagne.
I think it's did they bring back Chris Godwin? Because that was another team that seemed to not do anything.
I think they did bring back Chris Godwin, but I don't think that they really got any splash players, if I'm being real. I mean,
but because I think they're really leaning into Emeka Ibuka.
Which I like, but he did start off hot. and then
Yeah.
he was like the Hindenburg.
And so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they brought in your former linebacker Christian Roseboom and your former defensive lineman Ashawn Robinson. They also added Alex Anzalone, Kenneth Gainwell, Al-Khalid Muhammad, but they lost Mike Evans. They lost Jamel Dean. They re-signed Kate Otten, and that's basically it for them. Yeah, that's
But
basically
that was
it.
big that they got Kate Otten back. I will say
Yeah,
that.
they
that
need
was
yeah.
that was props to them for actually bringing that guy back. But I mean, I don't feel like what they gained was enough to out or offset what they lost.
It was
I mean,
one of
my boy
those.
Roseboom. I mean, I like him. Cool, whatever. I wasn't tied to him at all. Y'all can keep him. I'm honestly kind of excited to see him on the other side for a change. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm cool with that. But I mean, you get Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, cool. What's he going to do? I mean, it's
I
not
thought
like
he
he's
did
going to
really.
start over.
I thought he did really
Bucky.
well with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but it's not like he's going to start over Bucky. I mean, I'm still thinking. I mean, it's like we talked about on the last pod. If you guys haven't gone and seen that, go ahead and check that out. But depth is the biggest thing, and so at least that's a depth piece. And it's somebody that can go in and perform. It ain't gonna be enough.
Nope.
But hey, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Sure. So let's move over to the Atlanta Falcons. So they bring in, of course, Tua Tagovailoa. They bring in Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah, when they see a left-handed quarterback,
But the thing is, like we can laugh about it, right? But it makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world.
Why?
Because Michael Penix tore his ACL, so he's not going to be ready at the start of the year, and you don't have to change your offense for a quarterback. You just bring in Tua, who can run the exact same offense Michael Penix does. So you don't have to make any wholesale changes to the offense.
Yeah, but I think you need to use a little bit of kid gloves whenever you say he can run an offense, because I mean what we've seen from Tua hasn't exactly been.
Yeah, it's a weird one with Tua. Can't figure out if he is a pure system guy where he needs to really run through progressions and throw to spots, or if he is a drop back, I'm going to win the football game kind of guy.
I mean, it's hard, bro, because his internal clock has to be so fast now, because of what he's been dealing with. And I hate to see it. Tua's a great guy, but as far as from a player perspective and being on that field, you're putting yourself in a really bad position by playing. And honestly, like I'll even say, like, as great of a guy as he is, I don't want to see him go down again. Like whenever I turn on a Dolphins game or I see anything, like I'm just praying that he's not laid out again. You know what I mean? Because I don't think anybody wants to see that. And it's almost like hard to have that, like, you know how we are, Eddie. Like whenever we're watching our teams play, we're like, oh yeah, get his ass. Like it's all the smoke in the world. When it comes to Tua, I'm like, bro, like please just just get him down. But like let's just whatever. I don't want to see that. That's so bad. But whatever. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully he's able to make a name for himself over there in Atlanta. He might get himself a little bit more swag, like Kirk Cousins.
Get him a bag.
And whatever. Is Kirko still there?
No, he's a free agent.
Free agent.
That man's gonna figure out some way to get like $60 million. He just there's nobody that finesses contracts better than Kirk Cousins does.
See, and like the way I look at it with these quarterbacks and how the carousel goes, and you have a backup quarterback or whatever. When you draft a younger quarterback, or you have a young quarterback that needs to develop, I don't understand why these teams don't go and get somebody that has that similar play style, similar to how they're trying to do with Tua. Right. Yeah. Okay, cool. He's a left-handed quarterback. We don't have to switch the scheme. You can see it in effect. Like you can see these things. He's a little mobile. Like, you can see a little bit of that. But with that being said, it's like when you look at the caliber of these players, it's like, yo, man, how are these guys really still getting jobs? Because we've seen them play. They're so bad, but they can sit there and be a backup for 12 years. I don't understand it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather get like, whenever for example, when Anthony Richardson was on the block and he was about to be able to get picked up in the draft, right? I would have loved nothing more than to see him be able to learn from a guy like Cam Newton, right? And
Sure.
maybe that's like part of my bias, but I'm trying to just like when you have a new or a player that needs to develop and he's younger and everything, let him see somebody that's a similar build, runs an offense the similar type of way. Their comfortabilities are alike, like let them see those things. That way they can truly develop because even though you're going to a bad team typically if you're drafted in the top 5, it's very rare that you're not. I don't know when's the last time that we saw a top tier player go to a good team in the top 5, but like that's something that doesn't cost much. I mean, like what are these players like? What's Bryce gonna learn from what's his freaking name? Kenny Pickett.
Not a
You know
lot.
what I mean? Like, it's like these different things where like, and there's countless other ones. It's just like I feel like Bryce was never really gonna like he learned a little bit, I'm sure, from Andy Dalton. I know they were close, but what their play styles are completely different. You have to switch up the whole entire playbook whenever he's on the field. Like it just I don't know. I see it around the league and it just mind boggles me to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I get you. I definitely understand that. Now, to move towards the Saints, your other division rival, Cam Jordan no longer a part of the New Orleans Saints. He's
Man,
gone.
they're taking all my skeletons out the closet, huh? I ain't got to deal with Mike Evans. I ain't got to deal with Cam Jordan.
Yeah,
We eat good
and
over
also
here in Carolina.
Taysom Hill's gone. Of course they brought in Travis Etienne, like we said. They brought in Caden Ellis to replace Demario Davis, so they lost Demario Davis as well. Julian Blackman they lost. They brought in Noah Fant.
Mhm.
If you
Which them and their tight ends, bro.
they do, that boy gonna start taking snaps too now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think there's too much to really get in with the Saints. I mean,
I think their biggest bright side too. I mean, whenever they gave up Shaheed, we always knew it was like, okay,
yeah,
they're tanking now. They gave up last year, but with that being said, it's like they got their guy.
Tyler Shuck, yeah, they got their guy.
They got their guy.
he's
You know what
good.
I'm saying? And they have
Yeah.
not had that guy. They have not had a guy since Drew Brees. So
They
to be
definitely
honest
did.
with you, the Saints with the way Shuck played, bro, like I was shocked. I mean, you saw it firsthand whenever I was there. Like we were both sitting there like, who the hell is this kid? Like, and he really came out and he was doing his thing. So, big ups to him, but he definitely moved onto my radar, whereas the Saints have been a little bit discredited, I feel like, because their stock has significantly gone down over the past couple of years since they lost Drew Brees and everything. So they got their guy, and that's big. So I'm not even really that shocked that they weren't that crazy in free agency. You know what I mean?
Well, Ethan's got a great question for us here. Are there any teams that you feel like might have a surprisingly good season? It's hard to tell right now. I will probably name you one, but Ethan, my guy, you can't hold me to it now. Can't be holding me to it because I got to see how the draft, fluctuates as well. I wouldn't be surprised, really. I mean, this might be a stretch, but I wouldn't be surprised if your Tennessee Titans had a good season because it's really how do you define a good season? And I think 7 wins, maybe 8 wins, is feasible for the Titans to get this year, especially you're going to get another great player here early in the draft. I think that's feasible, and to me, that's a good season. Or you can also flip it to 2 other sides of up and coming teams, like if the Raiders have similar win styles. It's just so hard to determine with the upper echelon of teams on what their definition of good is, because when you start talking to the top teams, it's Super Bowl or bust every year. Because no matter what, if you're not the last one holding up the Lombardi Trophy, you're disappointed, and it doesn't feel like a good season. I hope I answered you that question, but I'll give Tanner the floor on that question.
Yeah, I mean, I think this also shows the importance in subscribing because I can't wait until after the draft, whenever we can really sit down and look at these teams and see the pieces that they have and be like, man, they're looking kind of scary because something that me and him talked about a lot last season was the Patriots because they drafted so well
Yep.
And that was such a big thing that they were on my radar, and I was like, yo, they got a pretty easy schedule too. Like they actually could go ahead and do something. And he knows. I mean,
Yeah.
I was with them, throughout the playoffs and everything. As far as a team that I could see having like a good season, surprisingly, as compared to like what it's been, is I could see the Saints having a good season, to be honest with you, because that Saints team looked nasty. And I mean, I didn't want to play them late in the year. Once they got it figured out with Shuck, I was like, give me the Bucks. Let me play them. I'm glad that the Saints were so bad early in the year, but I feel like they actually started figuring it out towards the end, and they got their guy. And I think after the draft, I mean, I think they'll be sitting pretty. So as far as I will also challenge you, Eddie, too. Who do you think would probably have the biggest bounce back season as a team? Because for me, I think it's the Chiefs as far as
That's an
how
easy
bad
answer.
their season went. I see them with the pieces that they've got and the players that they're going to get back. I think that they're going to be right back up there.
I think that's I mean, I think that's
A given.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bounce back. Cincinnati's an easy one to say.
Ooh.
Of course,
We didn't
Kansas
talk
City.
about
It's
Cincinnati.
the way I look at it. It's really anybody that finished third in their division. If you finish third in your division, you qualify in my book for a bounce back because
Okay.
usually if you finish third, you had some sort of tough injuries that disabled your your vehicle, for lack of a better term.
Let's talk about Cincinnati, though.
Yeah, well, we're gonna move up to New York first. We're gonna move up to the
Okay.
Bills. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. I had a great conversation with my guy Cold Front Buffalo yesterday about his Buffalo Bills and what they've done this free agency. So they brought in guys like Bradley Chubb, C.J. Gardner Johnson. Now, I'm not the biggest C.J. Gardner Johnson fan, but I don't. It's just me. I just think he's not that good of a player. That's
He's
just
a
me. They
guy.
got Geno Stone, who I think is a good ball player. But they also lost Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, and Shaq Thompson. So maybe Shaq Thompson comes back to Carolina for you, a little reunion there. And they also lost AJ Espinoza, Brandon Cooks, Gabe Davis, and David Edwards. But they brought in Austin Corbett, Lloyd Cushenberry, Trent Sheffield, and Kyle Allen as their backup quarterback. Now, who they could be looking at is DJ Reader, who we talked about yesterday. I think they got better, and of course they traded for DJ Moore. So finally, I feel like that if Keon Coleman can get in line in that receiver room, they have a chance of Josh Allen has a chance of like having some ungodly like throwing numbers.
Yeah, I definitely think if you guys aren't drafting DJ Moore in your fantasy football teams this season, you're sadly mistaken because I think that was a massive pickup for them. And I like the aggressiveness. I really do. The only thing that I didn't like that the Bills did, and if there's any Bills fans out there, maybe we could talk about it. I don't like that they got rid of Sean McDermott. I mean, I can understand. It's like, hey, we feel like we have the team and that we should be going deeper. But at the end of the day, you're getting to that dance. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel like if they just sat there and fine-tuned some things, brought on guys like DJ Moore and gave Sean McDermott a chance to really get after it, because you look at what they've been doing. I haven't been shocked that the Bills have been able to do what they've done, because I mean, look at what Sean McDermott did whenever he was with the Panthers in Carolina. We had no receivers, even though Sean McDermott was the DC, he saw how that mold kind of worked. But now you go and get your wide receiver one. Now you got weapons. It's like, man, like, you lost Diggs. It's like, it's tough for the Bills. I mean, I feel for you guys because it feels like they have just been so close.
Yeah.
So close. And the 1 year where they would have had a breeze, they completely dropped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think they did fine. They got Joe Brady, former Panther guy, offensive coordinator, just basically getting the head coaching nod.
Carolina Bills, bro. It never fails. Like, I swear.
So he's got that relationship with DJ Moore, so I think that'll work out. Now moving to who I initially thought might have won free agency. The New York Giants got John Harbaugh. They brought in Isaiah Likely. They brought in Tremaine Edmonds. They brought in Darnell Mooney, Greg Newsome, Evan Neal re-signed, I think. Yeah, re-signed on a 1-year deal. Mike McFadden, they brought him in or re-signed him. Maybe it's just the John Harbaugh just feeling of it.
And you put it,
and you're getting
with the
Jackson
fact
Dart
that
healthy, Malik Neighbors healthy, and Cam Scatterbo healthy.
that one.
I think that I mean, when you get guys healthy back, that's just a great offseason too.
I like their boy Dart. I think they've got their guy for now, especially with Scatterbo. I mean, Malik Neighbor. I mean, dude, they're gonna be nice.
Can
They're
we
gonna be
skip
nice.
the Jets? I don't care to talk about the Jets.
I don't. There's nothing to talk about with the Jets, bro. I mean, what have they done? Nothing. They just
giving away
lost
players.
so much, bro. Like get them.
Giving them away.
Like, man, honestly, bro. Like, we don't need to talk about them. We don't need to talk about them unless there's a viewer out there that wants to talk about it. We don't need to talk about them. Bro.
God, I thought just talking about the Jets would just give me a headache.
I hate it, bro. It's
But
so
let's
bad.
move over to Cincinnati. Yeah, Ethan. Ethan said the Giants could potentially be a surprise this season.
I like that. I do like
That's
that.
a good
especially
pull.
because they're gonna be healthy. That's a great pull.
That's like I think you answered your own question with that one, Ethan, about who could be surprisingly good. I think the Giants definitely qualify for that.
For sure.
All right, so Cincinnati, the first thing, is you're getting back you're going to get a healthy Joe Burrow. So they signed Boe Mafe, edge rusher from Seattle. They signed him to a 3-year, $60 million deal. They got Brian Cook from Kansas City. They also got Jonathan Allen from Minnesota. And they also, on his 15th professional football team, they signed Josh Johnson. But they also retained Orlando Brown Jr., Joe Flacco, Dalton Risner, and none of those players matter. But they lost Trey Hendrickson, Cam Taylor-Britt, Joseph Osasi, Geno Stone, Jake Browning, Noah Font, and Cordell Volson. So they lost a lot. The Hendrickson one, I don't know what they plan on fielding on their defensive side of the ball. I don't know what they plan on doing there because it was historically bad, and they just gave away their best defensive player. But their mindset could probably be, we got to try and score 45 points a game. If we punt once, we're probably going to lose.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's also been their mindset the past couple of years.
It could have been. It could have been for sure. All right, let's move to the Browns. The Cleveland, the Dog Pound. The Dog Pound. Here, let me get to it here. Here's my first question. Is Shedeur Sanders starting over Deshaun Watson?
I hope so. I have no desire to see anything else from Deshaun Watson. I can't lie.
So they got AJ Espinoza from Buffalo. They re-signed former high school teammate Julian Aquara. He re-signed. They lost David Njoku and Cam Robinson, so they're pretty much just staying the course of shittiness. Then we'll go check out the Pittsburgh Steelers now because there's just nothing to talk about with the Cleveland Browns. We'd just be wasting our time. So we know with Pittsburgh, they traded for Michael Pittman, right? That was a big move they did. They also brought in Jamel Dean and Sebastian Joseph Day, along with Jaquan Brisker, your guy Rico Dowdle. They re-signed Asante Samuel, and they added my old buddy Darnell Savage to the mix, along with Cole Holcomb. So they did a lot of moves, but the biggest move is going to be is Aaron Rodgers going to be your quarterback next year? And
what's he doing? Is he on his ayahuasca trip right now?
Here's my thing. I love my guy Aaron Rodgers. I mean, his jersey's just right over there, like just right over that way. God damn it! I'm so sick and exhausted from this. I mean, we're going on like year 7 straight of is Aaron Rodgers going to play? I'm over it, man.
Should be gone, bro. At this point.
I'm just over the patty cake business that's around it. All right, let's hit my NFC North. Let's hit the Minnesota Vikings. They haven't done much. All right, Minnesota Vikings. So of course they signed Kyler Murray. That's the most notable one. They basically get him for free. They also re-signed Eric Wilson. They signed James Pierre from Pittsburgh. They re-signed Carson Wentz. They signed Johnny Hecker. They tendered Ivan Pace Jr. And in most notable see you laters is Harrison Smith retiring, Javon Hargraves signed with the Packers, Jonathan Allen signed with the Bengals, of course, Jalen Naylor, who went to the Raiders, Ty Chandler, who went to the Saints, and Ryan White, who went to the Saints, while also C.J. Ham and Ryan Kelly retiring. So they had a lot of things going a lot of different ways.
This is true.
And then we'll hit up Detroit so we can kind of keep just pushing through.
Got to. There's a lot of teams here. A lot of teams. A lot of them haven't done any. A lot of them haven't done much. So I mean, like Eddie said before, if we're missing a team and you guys want to hear us talk about somebody that we might have glimpsed over or whatever.
I'm just gonna speed run this, and you tell me if there's anything you want to talk about. Okay. So Detroit, they signed DJ Wanham, 1-year deal. They signed Cade Mays, your former center, 3 for $25. Isaiah Pacheco for just under $2 million. And that's about it.
I like the Pacheco.
Yeah,
deal.
I mean, he's not anything special.
He's not, but I still like it, though. I like that you at least tried to replace Montgomery with somebody that can maybe be a little bit healthy.
All right.
A little bit more of an asset.
Chicago Bears. Departures. Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Jonathan Owens. Also lost Andrew Billings, Jalen Revis-Maben, Dominic Robinson, Scott Daly, and Nick McLeod. On offense, they lost Devin Duvernay, Travis Homer, and a tight end. But they brought in Devin Bush, linebacker, Garrett Bradbury, Kobe Bryant, and Neville Gallimore to their team. They also got, Jack Sanborn, DeAndre Carter, Matt Pryor. They're about broke. I don't know what they plan on doing to sign their upcoming rookies, but it ain't looking good for good old Chicago Bears because they got no money. All right, who am I missing? I think that's everybody. I think we hit all 32.
Yeah, I think we're good. I do want to ask you though. Once Tyreek Hill got released, I was definitely thinking that he was just going to go straight to Kansas City.
I don't think he's playing this year, or it's going to be a long while because his leg was all fucked up.
Yeah, so you think he'll be at the very least taking an off season or an off year?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, man, his knee was all contorted. I mean,
and he's older, bro. Like that hurt.
I mean, he'll sign somewhere, and some team will take the action on it. But we'll see. All right. So we got our mock draft set up. I got you set up as the Carolina Panthers. I got myself set up as the Green Bay Packers.
Talk about it.
Let's roll. Fernando Mendoza goes off. Arvell Reese. David Bailey. Reuben Bain Jr. to the Rams. Caleb Downs to the Giants. That's what I've been seeing a lot of. Yeah. Oh, Buffalo trades up to 7. I'll take a picture of this real quick.
What do you think they gave up?
I can find out. What was the trade? They gave a late 2027 first round. Buffalo received 14% more.
Yeah, I don't know if I see them doing that. But hey, solid deal. Solid deal for good old Buffalo.
Nope.
It's cool that you can see
yes.
what they did, though.
Oh, damn it.
No shot.
It says leave team selection. I didn't want to fucking leave that. Hope they do it again. Can I force a trade? Let's see. All right, the same deal. Damn, that was gonna be cool. That was gonna be pretty cool to see what happened there.
David Bailey, Jeremiah
Yep.
Love.
Carnell Tate. Okay, they took Caleb down, so
Okay.
somebody traded up, right? Because were the Giants at 7 or something like that? Hold on. Somebody traded up. Had to be.
No, because Washington. was at
Arizona did,
7.
right? Arizona
Yeah.
did have 2 first-round picks. Yeah,
I
they
think
traded.
Arizona traded, yeah.
Okay.
What was their?
What was their compensation? Of 34th next year, so early first round.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Kai Lemon, Jordan Tyson, Kanik Sadiq. Okay. All right. What are you thinking here, player? They say you need edge, D line, linebacker, tight end. Can you see it? Can you see it pretty well?
Yeah. I can see it actually really well. I can't lie. I want to go defensive here. I do.
Okay.
I want to go defensive. I think with what the Panthers have done in the offseason, like we spoke about, they made a lot of moves to make it to where we could try to just get best overall available.
Sure.
Right. But I would like to see us go edge and just try to get more pressure. I do like Kendrick Folk out of Auburn.
That's who you want to go with?
I do like him. What do you think? What do you like?
No,
as
this
far
is
as
you.
edge
This
goes?
is you. This is all you, player.
Hey, I'm taking Kendrick Folk. I'm good.
See, the thing with Kendrick Folk here, he's a big guy. You
Mhm.
know, I think he's going to be closer to playing a 3 technique in a 3-4. He's not your stand-up outside guy or your prototypical outside edge rusher.
Yeah, and that's what I want. I want him to be able to complement Derek Brown,
Yeah.
especially because we lost Ashawn Robinson. So
I
conception.
don't like that. I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that. We're moving on along.
What
don't like
you
that.
like about it?
That guy's a hell of a safety.
Yeah. You just don't want to see him go there.
Nope. So we're moving into the second round here. Get this out of the way.
Oh yeah, because y'all didn't have a first round pick.
No, we got the 52nd.
Yeah.
There's a chance I will trade out of it. I think I might, if the Green Bay Packers trade out of this pick. Oh, Lee Hunter just went. I think I'm going to trade out. Did I not? I didn't even choose the Packers either. Well, I am just lost. I am lost here. All right, who are you taking? It says you need to continue. You need to hit the D line again. You also have a trade offer.
Goodness.
You have a trade offer.
Oh.
They get the 51st. You get the 65th and 104th. So you move back 14 spots.
What is that? 99%? Is that like 99% that it would probably get like approved? Is that what it's saying?
It's saying it's a fair trade.
Yeah. Here, go out of it.
I'll let you take a look at.
Let me look at Jake Galday.
All right.
It's a little bit up. Yeah, up 54.
Oh, outside linebacker. Yeah, 6'4", 239, 4'6", 240.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
And I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, you just got Devin Lloyd. Are you going to use a premium pick on a position you just paid money into?
Brother, my biggest thing is depth.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is depth, but I really don't see. I mean, there's just not much that I just like completely like am in love with. So honestly, I'm fine with trading out of it.
Is that what you want to do? You want to trade
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
I think that's a good decision because this this draft has just so much lean. Who the Packers take? Oh, do I have a pick? Oh, I actually get to pick. Cool. I thought I fucked it up. All right. You actually took that guy I wanted, or I wanted Jake Galladay. That's Arizona just took him, so appreciate that.
Well, I was either gonna take him or I was gonna keep it pushing, but I do agree with Devin Lloyd and everything. But I mean, I am big on depth. You have a trade offer though. Da-na-na, da-na-na,
Yeah,
da-na-na.
103%. It's a fair trade. We get 113 points. I would get their 66th in
Yeah.
a future. No, I'm not taking no futures. Not in this draft. I'm not taking a future. That would probably make sense, like for next year, because next year is such a lean draft for the Packers to trade out and get that. That would be genius. But that's not what we're doing today. We're gonna go look at interior defense alignment here. Dominic Orange is there. It's a little bit of a reach. I wish I had more than one trade offer. That would be nice.
What's that corner right now?
Nothing worth taking. That's all. That's a lot of that corner stuff is in 4th and 5th round. Connor Lew smells of the Green Bay Packers. A center that can play guards. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. I'm gonna take Connor Lew. That smells of what they like to draft.
It's rare that you can go wrong with getting.
Yeah, and you need to have a backup plan if something happens to Sean Ryan, because Jacob Monk's just not that guy. He's just not as a backup. I don't want to they got to address the offensive line. Let's stop messing around here.
Yeah.
All right, you're back on the clock there, player.
Let's see. You
got a trade offer. Let's take a look at your trade offer. So you can move back 6 spots and gain another pick, or you can go ahead and draft.
I'm just gonna keep it so real with you. I am giving no favors to the Saints whatsoever. You know, if it was any other team, we could try and talk, but they don't even have my number. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm in that office, you know what I'm saying?
You need interior defensive line, linebacker, tight end, receiver.
But I did get my boy that can try to play.
Yeah, Kendra Falk can he can bump inside.
Let's look at D line.
All right. So you got Overton, who's a D line 5 tech. So he's playing more on the outside. He's versatile as shit.
He's a Bama boy too.
6'5", 278. Or no, I'm sorry, that was next one. He's 6'3", 274.
Runs a 4.87.
It's quick for 274 pounds.
I like it though. I mean, I think the versatility of that guy is going to the same way that you're like, you know, it screams Packers.
Yeah.
That screams Carolina Panthers to me because they love to just be able to move guys around. You know, they do it all the time with Derek Brown. So I would go ahead and take Overton.
Overton's going is the next Carolina Panther as we
Welcome
continue moving forward. We're on the road again. Can't wait to get to my next pick again. We should be closing out the second. Oh, there. Damn. There goes my favorite corner that I wanted. There goes Dominic Orange.
We're getting deep now.
Getting deep.
It happens fast. It does.
Carolina. Well, you want to check out your trade offers? You got one from Minnesota and one from Tennessee. You would get the 97th and 163rd, or you'd get the 101 and 142.
Yeah, I'm not trading, man. I wanna go I wanna go best available here.
Okay, you want to go BPA?
I want to go best player available here. I won't be shocked if the Panthers go best player available early on as well, rather than just going defensive with the
Yeah.
moves that they've made. So what are we go to all? What are we looking at? Best available.
Receiver Ted Hurst. He's a dog.
He is.
He's a dog. 6'3", 206 pounds, 4'4", 240.
You think he'll be around here?
Yeah, I
draft?
mean his number
He's at
equates it to
81.
there.
Yeah, it puts him right there. Let me see Malik Muhammad. I've heard that name a
Yeah.
bunch.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a down year. I think going into the year, they thought he was going to be a higher
High.
pick, and then
Yeah.
he kind of just fell throughout this duration of this.
Yeah, give me Ted Hurst here.
Ted
Give me
Hurst.
Hurst, because he's a bigger guy. You know what I mean? And the Panthers have started to move back to that model. I like it. You know you need your corner here.
Yeah, Malik Muhammad's not going to be the guy. Julian Neal is a guy that I think works very well. I mean, he continued to rise throughout the entire time here. I also really like this guy as well, Dalen Everett. Really, really like him as well, along with Will Lee. Like him a lot as well. No.
No.
I'm going to go here. The reason I'm going with Julian Neal here for the Green Bay Packers is the size. 6'2", 203 pounds. He can fly. He's an outside corner. We got St. Juice on the other side. That makes the most sense. Long corners helps ineffective pass rushes. Welcome to the Green Bay Packers, Julian Neal. Welcome to the pack. Go Pack, go, baby.
You know, after I'm sure this probably won't be the only mock draft that we end up doing, but after the draft, we'll have to take a look and see.
Oh, absolutely.
See how it really compared.
Absolutely. How we doing so far, Chad? I mean, I think we're doing a pretty decent job. No, I'd say I'd give us an A+ so far.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd be sitting there looking at my TV. I'd be pretty happy.
All right, Carolina.
Let me talk to you. What are my trades here?
Let's see. So you had a couple. You can get Houston's 106 and 106. Tennessee keeps wanting to trade with you, bro.
Tennessee wants your boy. Tennessee wants your boy. You know, what's his name? Ethan, you still here? He's still here? You put
Ethan must be behind
Ethan's scheming,
shenanigans.
Ethan is scheming. You know, I want to give some love to the fans. I want to trade with Ethan, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. Go back to the trade. I'm trading with the Houston Texans here.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's great value.
I moved back a couple. I gained 2 picks. That's something that all day I'm gonna take.
Yeah, and you just move back 2 spots too. Like
especially with where we're at in the draft right now.
Yep.
And look at that. I'm right there on the board. Now let me see. Is Tennessee calling my line again?
No,
they're done with me.
But Tampa, are you even answering Tampa? Are you willing to move back 10 spots?
115% value, huh? I hung up that phone.
Okay.
Get him out of my face. I'm not talking to Tampa
and
Bay.
This is not good.
Yeah, Miami can go.
Go kick some rocks there, Miami. Go find some more dead cap to get rid of.
Let me try. What linebackers are available right now?
Harold Perkins Jr. He was pretty good.
Go to the trends. How's he been trending? I like guys out of LSU. I do. Ooh.
Down.
Ooh. Wonder why.
He's an outside backer too. He's
He's a
not.
thinner
He's
guy.
not. Yeah, he's not your. He's not a traditional Mike. He's like.
And he didn't.
He's a Will.
And he didn't run a 40.
He probably ran it at his pro day.
Yeah, probably.
What are you liking?
Pull up York.
Oh, linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Mike linebacker. But it may not fit.
Yeah. And he's probably been trending down as well.
Yeah.
But he's got a good IQ.
Yeah, he knows the
I
game
don't-
well.
Yeah, I don't, you know, hey, hold up. They got Justin Jefferson at 216.
Who?
Look, he's from Alabama.
Oh,
They got Justin Jefferson going back into the draft himself.
Damn, he put on some weight.
He did, huh?
Got shorter.
Damn. Boy, shrunk. Got put in one of those compressors. Go. Go back now. Give me York.
All right, you got him.
Out of Texas A&M. Welcome to the team.
Hell yeah.
It's not a pick that's gonna make everybody go crazy. It's not a pick that I'm insanely in love with. But at the end of the day, I need it.
Oh,
Man, Packers
this
are
guy.
back.
I'm in on this guy.
Really?
If the Packers needed edge, I'd be all over that. All right, you're up again.
Show me tight ends.
Show him tight ends.
Tight ends for 500.
I mean, there's a decent value there. Why you look this over? I'm going to use the bathroom while you look this over.
Yeah. And chat, this is just a reminder to come over and subscribe on YouTube for us. Give us all your feedback. Let us know how we're doing. My boy Eddie puts a lot of time and effort and work goes into this podcast to make this show for you guys. It's very near and dear to his heart. So make sure you guys go and show some love. I know we can't wait to do a giveaway for y'all. So we'll get that rolling. But man, why y'all chime in, bro? Like, I mean, who do I even need here? Ain't nobody even want to trade with me no more. Nobody even wants to trade.
All right, what'd you think of
Give me Justin Jolie.
Justin Jolly?
Justin
NC
Jolly.
State.
Hey, look at us look at us back to back. You know what I mean? I don't know why you didn't want to trade with me though.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know why
didn't,
he
you
was-
didn't pick up the phone. Why? Okay, there we go. Oh, these are bad.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the. Hey, bro. Hey,
Can you sweeten the deal?
see what I'm saying?
Can you sweeten the deal?
Hell no. What you mean? It's a take it or leave
All
it.
right,
It's
so
an
I
87%.
get your eight. I get your 8 and 9. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Trade with. Let's see if we can come up with a deal here, player. Where are you? Where's the Panthers at?
Well, you gotta.
Am I missing you?
No.
The hell?
Probably because they're not listed, honestly. Or you could probably hit edit. Go to.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Change
Oh.
off. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah, counter.
Counter.
We just do that 167th in there too,
No.
and I'll give you 230. What about this? But no, that doesn't make. This is better. I'll take it. I'll take that deal.
Give me 201.
You accepted it. You're up.
Collusion. Collusion. That's what I call it. Look at my trade offers. Hold up. And why is the Chiefs trying to just trade with Green Bay? Ain't nobody even talking to y'all right now.
Oh, I gotta hit start the draft again.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why.
okay. Nope, it's still there.
All right,
okay.
who do you want? That's BPA.
Yeah.
Another interior defensive lineman. You sure you don't want to go after the offensive line?
I would like to go after. Look at Cage Casey.
Cool name. 6'6",
That is
310.
nice. I like it. I like that one. Yeah, give me him.
All right, I'll give you him.
Give me him.
Give me
I
him.
think that's what I'm saying. The depth on the O line, I think that we're pretty good right now, and we're looking pretty. But we swip those guys in and out like crazy. So yeah, give them to me. Oh. Jay, you better buckle up. Man, it's trying to make some motion happen right now. It's not bad.
It's the guy I wanted.
Just like that, he made a deal.
Yep. This is the guy I want.
6'3", 194, 4'4", 40.
Yep. That's who I wanted.
I like
Don't
it.
care.
Sometimes you gotta be aggressive. Sometimes.
I was not letting him walk out the door. And I know I overdrafted on corner too. So
yeah, they've already flamed.
But you need depth at that fucking room.
They were talking to me whenever you was in the bathroom, and they were like, I don't know what he's doing over there. I said, trust. You have to go back and watch it.
I will. I'll catch it on the rebound. Nick Singleton to the Chiefs. Wow, Harold Perkins lasted that long. I haven't addressed interior defensive line. Let me check these guys out. 6'1", too slow. Oh, wow. Okay. I like what this looks like. 6'5" and can run. That seems like the okay, that's fine. We can teach him that. Great. I mean, special teams are racer. Give me this guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom. Consensus number 7. You're back up. There, Carolina Panthers.
Talk to me.
We need corner or safety.
What safeties are available, to be honest with you? That's what I want to see.
Safeties? Lorenzo Styles had a hell of a combine. 4.27 40. He does struggle in pass coverage at times. He can get taken advantage of. But that speed is look at him. Look at his draft trends.
Trending.
Like he was going to be a undrafted, and then had the combine about right here, and then boom, here's when the combine.
I mean, look, it's a reach. It's a reach, but that does scream Carolina. I mean, look at Xavier Legette.
Yeah.
Give it.
We could look at some of these other guys near him. 4.55.
4.55. Yeah, you're just not getting that same level of speed. And
I mean, we'll take a look at corner too. 4.41 at 6'1", 200 basically. But if you're looking for a guy to come in and play that back end, because
that's what I'm looking for.
He did play with Lathan Ransom too. They were on that same Ohio State team. There's chemistry.
We're all about bringing the family back together. Y'all ever watch Fast and Furious? Y'all know that's the most important thing.
All about family. All
Give 'em
about
to me.
family. All
Give
right.
'em to me.
It's a pick. It's a reach.
But we're nothing if we're not aggressive.
Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Got to
dog
be.
eat dog world, bro. It really is. At the end of the day,
Hey,
they still gonna
we
wanna
hungry
sign
out
us.
here. Gotta
We
eat.
starving. We starving, bro. We trying to make it happen. That's all it is.
Gotta eat. Somebody gotta eat. Might as well be me and you. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
You set the table. I cooked food.
Lambo do the dishes.
I mean, he will. He's a good dog. He's a damn good dog. He can do the dishes. He'll figure it out.
He'll do the dishes.
It's a fine boy right there.
That's fine, boy. Hey, chat, how we feeling so far? How we feeling?
Feeling good.
And that's a name, isn't it? 195, Quintavious Hutchins.
All right, you're up. They're saying you need corner and running back.
This is where I would definitely pick up a running back.
You got Kalen Black here. 5'10", 211. Basically, he's going to be your power back.
Which is what we need. We need a nice little power. What other running backs are available though?
Le'Veon Moss. He was okay.
Is he
He's a
related
3-down
to,
back.
Is he related to Le'Veon Bell?
I don't think so.
That only works for last names.
Jam Miller has so much upside. He just had a bad year. Noah Whittingham, another guy. I mean, he's 5'8". He's 205 is heavy for 5'8". Jaden Ott, I mean, he's a later guy, but he's that finesse style back. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's real late.
Let's go back up.
But you also need corner, so you might have better value at corner with some of these guys, like Terrion Pride Jr. 4.32. I mean, just an absolute just run. He reminds me if the Panthers ever chose him, it's just another Dante Jackson.
I'm sold.
You're sold.
That's all you need to say. That's all you.
That's a 43 pick reach. If you're sold, you're sold. I mean, I ain't gonna stop you.
Closed mouths don't get fed, sir. And you know what? I miss Dante. Not because he was healthy, but because damn that boy was fast.
I'm looking to see where they.
Man, they about to kill me on these rankings, bro. Because I reached so far.
Hey, it really be like that sometimes, though.
It's a cold world.
God,
But nobody was hitting my line.
The Packers fans would go nuts if they drafted a Wisconsin receiver. They'd go nuts.
He could do it.
This is another guy that I like because, I mean, you got to continue to replenish this wide receiver room if you're the Green Bay Packers. And a guy that has he's 5'8". It kind of doesn't fit the mold there. I mean, we gotta be taller than that. But let's go take a look at the defensive line again. I want a true one tech, and that's exactly what this guy is, because the Packers do need a true nose tackle. That's exactly what they need. So this fits right into what they're looking to do. He's a big boy. You don't see a lot of guys walking around 323 pounds. That can be that good. Fourth, or I guess we're in probably the fifth round now. Take him. Give me some fat boy love in here. We need some big guy football.
You know what I want to see, Eddie? I want to see you grow some balls. I need to see you take a reach and take a chance on somebody. I cannot be the only person up in here that wants to make some deals happen. Because clearly you are like you know what you're doing. You're playing it safe, and I respect it.
I'm drafting smart. I'm drafting the need.
Like, you know what? You're like, hey, let me just try and make sure I don't piss off nobody.
No,
Whatever. Now I want to see
I have zero
the
issues pissing off
person
people. That is,
you have in your back pocket that you have stashed away for a later day. I need to see that now. That's
you
what I want.
need to.
That's what I want. That's what I want to see, bro.
Well, you know, sometimes what we want is not what we get.
The fans are hitting my line, bro. They're telling me that's what they want to see too. They said, "When is Eddie going to get aggressive?" And I said, "Look, he's always."
I was. How can I
He's
not be
just
aggressive?
not
I
showing
took
it.
two. I took two corners. I drafted two corners, two tall corners at that. All
I
right,
thought you
let's
drafted
see.
more corners than that. To be honest with you.
I got to trade. Ooh, who wants to trade? Minnesota. I need more than that. I'm not just gonna give you this. I'm not just gonna give you that. You're gonna have to. Well, give me. They can't give me anything. They got nothing left.
You still on the phone with him? You hanging up?
I hung up.
No.
They have to. Chip. I like this guy. He's got Chip trade him. He reminded me of Deebo Samuel. There's gonna be somebody here. That would be a reach, but he's a gadget guy. Jim Miller. All right, you want my reach? Here's my reach. Boom. Jay Knott. There's my reach.
Good shit. Good shit.
There's my reach. Are you happy now?
I like it.
Oh, I have another pick.
Probably from that trade you made, bro. No.
Finessing. I'm not here finessing.
Flexing and flashing.
Who has? Oh yeah, Broncos have Mr. Irrelevant pick. All right.
This is your 8 Mile moment. Ooh. Who will be the do it?
Yeah. There's a couple in here that would actually make sense.
Who is going to be the next heir to the throne to Jordan Love?
I mean, he's Kane. I mean,
that is who you are drafting now.
Yeah, I mean, you got speed, dog.
Who is the next heir? Da-na-na. Or do you just go BPA?
I think I just go BPA, but it's don't get away from me. 4.640 receiver. Get the fuck away from me. You better be running.
And that 4.28.
Give me the motherfucking speed.
I like it.
All right.
You can never go wrong.
So you got a total grade of a B plus.
It's fine.
You got
honestly,
an A. You got an A for Kendrick Falk. You got a -1 based off
interesting. Because I feel like that was a good trade, to be honest with you. I liked the value that I got out of it.
Yeah.
You
got a B plus for Overton. You got a B plus for Ted Hurst. You got 8 points because it's like the trade value. You got 8 points for that trade. Then a B for York, a B plus for Jolly, a B minus for Kate Casey, plus 3 points for your trade.
For finessing you. Yep.
CP. Yep. So
look, honestly, they were pretty nice to me on my reaches. They were pretty nice overall. Now. Oh, B plus for the pack. All right, let's see. B on your Connor Liu.
Yep.
Do you feel
that's eating vegetables right there? That's why you eating your vegetables.
Yeah, it's not flashy, but it gets it done.
Yeah, you got to eat your vegetables.
That's what you got to do.
A minus for Julian Neal.
Look at the B on the Xavier Thomas, bro. Look at that. Look at that. What a nice pick to finish it off. I do like that one. That was nice. You
gotta find your speed, man, because the speed at least can play on special teams.
Yeah, and is that even somebody that you knew their name before we did this mock draft? Probably not.
Hell
right?
No.
Exactly. And there's some of these players that I drafted.
If you told me some player, like something like more than just like one or two things about the 255th ranked player. He
Unless
was like, he was like 360. He was in the threes. Jaden,
unless you
I
are
got a B
a
minus. He was a 309th player, and I got a B minus.
yeah, they were nicer to you. I feel like you reached farther on your last one, but it's fine.
No, this one was perfect. I
309.
knew you got to move because now we brought in two
You reached
receivers or
from
two corners.
236 to 309, and you got a better grade than I did
You damn right I
on
did.
my reach for like
Big-
30 points.
Yeah, it's because I know what I'm doing.
Bro, we both got a B plus. You can back it off. All right.
Yeah, but I got a center. I got two. I gave the Packers a brand new secondary. Congratulations, thank you. You're welcome, Brian Gutekunst. You got a new secondary, and then I got another interior linebacker that's 6'5", 6'5", and then I got him a true one tech. I got him a running back in case Marshawn Lloyd goes down. That's a finesse running back, and then I gave him speed for special teams as a gunner. Yeah. You're damn right I did good. Let's see who did the best. Arizona with a B, Atlanta with a B, Baltimore with a B. When I did it the other day with Drew and Jalen, I got an A minus.
What did Drew and Jalen just both pick for the Panthers or what?
They listened to like everything I told them to do.
What'd they get?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Carolina, of course, yours is Chicago got A minus. Wow, jeez,
Yeah.
Those are three really good picks. I hate that. Nope, I want to go down. Cincinnati, not bad. That's really good. 110 for Will Lee's not bad. Cleveland, oh yuck, they're gonna ruin Carnell Tate. Dallas B. Denver B. Detroit A. Don't know him. Got Healing Banks. Shelton Kendron. That's all right. I don't know A. Houston B. I feel like everybody's getting a B. Who would name a team? See if they get a B. I don't know who would get an A.
They're gonna get.
Raiders probably are gonna get an A. Watch, look. Oh no, they got a B.
Go check out. Do we already look at the Chargers?
B plus.
Hey,
Not bad.
shout out.
Not bad. Not bad at all. How about it?
Not bad. How about it? Hey, B plus. I can't be mad.
So with those additions, I mean, if Brian Gutekunst, wherever he is, if he is one of our three amazing viewers right now, Brian, hey, I laid out the yellow brick road. Okay, laid it out. Let's go try and figure it out here. Okay, let's get the guys I told you to get, and we're gonna go win a damn Super Bowl.
We gave him the potion.
Now he need
and
now he not a guy that had emotion. Now he got to have emotion.
Packers won't make the Super Bowl because there's going to be another team in blue out there. But, they're going to have a strong year. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good.
Do y'all know what blue team he's talking about? I don't.
Hey, I'll give.
What the hell blue team is this guy talking
They
about?
beat the Packers last season.
Yeah, well, Jordan Love was also terrible that game. So catch us again this year. Watch out. Them hands coming flying at your ass. 5 different types of fire. About to get 5 different types of fire from Jordan Love this year. He about to be just hot, all over your ass. You jumped? Kendrick Falk just jumped? Oh, going deep. Christian Watson.
That's what you think?
Oh, I mean, that's what I know.
Okay.
Christian Watson going deep. J.C. Horn, left back behind, 20 yards behind, slipped on the Lambeau turf. Devin Lloyd fell asleep. Jalen Phillips.
Ain't no way.
Jalen Phillips drinking Gatorade.
Hey, catch us trading for Rico Dowdle for one game only whenever we play.
just for that game. We're bringing him back.
Just so he can be relevant again. That's what we're gonna do.
That is horrid.
Oh man.
I would hate that.
You would see
give me
Eddie in
nightmares.
his room and just punching the air, cold sweats all week.
Fucking
That's
Rico
the type of shit
Dowdle.
that I'd be on if I was a
Look
kid.
at there,
If I
Rico
was-
Dowdle, another first down.
Shut up.
That was the experience last year. Was Bryce Young hands the ball to Rico Dowdle, and that's a
And
first
then-
down.
and then-
He popped his
another-
hamstring. No, I think it's
another first down to Ted McMillan. That's
I
what
thought
it
we were
was.
on to something because it's like Rico pops his hammy, right? 2 plays later, back in, scores touchdown. What's he taking? Got Wolverine blood in him or something? Jeez. You just don't see that.
If Rico didn't do 3 pumps, might have got ugly.
That's why he got fined.
That's why it wasn't really 3 pumps. But whatever.
Why you got to do any bumps?
We live and learn. We live. and learn.
Ethan, what's up, my friend? How many games do you think I predict the Packers to win this season? My line's at like 11 and a half. 11 and a half.
I don't mind that.
I broke it down the other day on TikTok Live. It was I had a hard time figuring out which team didn't in the NFC North have a path to like 10 plus wins.
Mm.
It's all of them had pretty much on paper cupcake seasons. So, well, Tanner, it was fucking awesome.
It's been real.
Appreciate the hell out of you,
It has been real. I appreciate you
Ethan.
for
We
having
appreciate
me,
the
as
hell out of you
always.
too.
Absolutely.
Good.
Appreciate y'all that stuck in here. Ethan, thank you for the comments.
What? 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 Y2J is the undisputed champ.
He just got his soundboard yesterday.
No, it's part of this. It's all part
We
of this.
appreciate
together
that,
here.
brother. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for that. We
Yeah,
try.
I might be coming back on here in just a few, talk some more Packers. We'll see. It's feels like it's about Afghanistan in my bedroom right now, or in my game room.
What, it's hot?
Yeah, it's hotter than.
Bro, it's hot as fucking here too. I can't even lie.
I refuse to continue to give Duke Power my money.
Just like same as they on the same list as T-Mobile, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean when because North Carolina weather can't figure it the fuck out.
Nah, I can't.
It goes
You can't.
40 and then it jumps up to 80. And then it goes back down to 40.
It's so bad, bro.
But also when it's 80, it's also got like 25 mile per hour winds gusts.
Can't lie. Can't lie. And this pollen needs to go away.
I mean, pollen don't mess with me too much.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
bro.
if there's some alert from ESPN, what's it gonna be?
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news? Oh, it's college basketball. Who cares? Who cares? Well, Tanner, that'll do it. I appreciate you. We'll be back next week. We'll figure out something to talk about next week.
Oh, always.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody that was tuned in on TikTok Live. Thanks for everybody tuned in here, especially Ethan.
yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out. We see y'all next time.
Goodbye.
So pour me a beer and make it strong.